This is Eric Mother with Mother.com, March 12th, 2021. Let's take a look at markets here. We can see the Dow staging another move higher. And we can see essentially the Dow today recording a fresh all-time intraday high right there. And if you take a look at the weekly chart, the Dow's had a fantastic week, up about 3 to 4%, a nice gain for the week. And we can see this reflected in other areas of the market. And the main reason for this video is the airline index. You can see for the week, it is also up nicely, up about 9% for the week and showing a nice gain. Keep in mind, we've had a nice recovery off the lows of 2020. So huge recovery. Now the question is, what is the next major trend for the market and for the airline index? Now, of course, this is always the question we have to constantly try and answer when we are looking at charts. So I'm going to use the airline index to try and see whether we can get a little bit of an understanding of what to look for signs of either a continued push higher or for the market stalling around current levels. Now, if you take a look at the previous weekly closing highs going back to late 2019, early 2020, we can see that the airline index has essentially come back to test that level. If there's going to be continued push by the general market higher, then the airline index would need to clear this cluster of weekly closing highs from late 2019, early 2020. Now, the reason for this video is on the monthly chart, and this is a long-term monthly chart from 1995. What we're going to do here is I'm going to draw a couple of lines that, in my opinion, give us a rather good understanding of what the market is trying to do here. Check the lows here from late 08 and the lows here from early 2016 on a monthly time frame. Connect the two and extend it out. We can see that the market is aware of this line. Essentially, since the break of 2018 here, which turned into resistance, the market is coming back to test this line. So it needs to clear that line before it can go higher. That's one line to consider. The other line is the uniformity resistance line. Take this break in 2018. The market hasn't been back to those price levels. So that was a serious break in a sense. Take that break point, extend it out. Now, the intersection of the red and the blue line conveniently happens to be around RSI 61.8. So this means that this is a meaningful area to watch for guidance. And it's a very simple guidance. Remember, it's a monthly chart. It's going to take months to play out. If the market can clear these two lines on the RSI, then the market has an opportunity of going higher. Over the next couple of weeks and months, should we observe that the market is stalling around here and pointing down, that would suggest a market in due for a major correction, if not the beginning of a bear market. Now, we can also test this area around RSI 61.8, and we can see that it gives us good insight into the psychological behavior of the airline index. In the mid-90s, we traded above the blue line. Remember, a good trend line, and this is RSI 61.8, a good trend line should give you information going backwards and forwards in time. So a bullish period here when trading above this RSI level. A great period here from 2013, 2015. The RSI was above the blue line. And we can also see the reverse. Uniform activity above the line, back below it for the highs of 1999. This took a while here, but uniform activity above the line, back below it for the highs of 2011. So clearly, movement above the two lines, and let me draw them one more time. We got the back test line here from the uniformity line, and then we have the back test line. And so we see that from a long-term week-to-week, month-to-month perspective, if the general market is to move higher, it would need to clear these two lines to the upside. So we can have a clear movement to the upside. Confirmed resistance on this line would suggest that the general market is also going to be stalling in step and in line with a stalling airline index. So for guidance, personally, that's one of the things I'm going to be looking towards over the next couple of weeks and months, for either resistance or confirmation of movement above the two long-term RSI lines. If I was to venture a guess, and it's a guess because ultimately the market is going to be the decider, but it would seem to me that the next meaningful direction is down, just purely based on the fact that we've had a nice run from the lows of early 2020. This is Eric Muadid, Muadid.com. Love light, light love. Namaste.